Nope.
Hello, hello, hello.
No.
Hello, hello, hello.
That's funny.
That's funny.
Hi, sunshine.
Hi, sunshine. Hi, sunshine.
Oh, let me turn this down.
Oh, let me turn this down.
Okay, so I got this thing on my neck that the camera just sits on my neck, right? And I was like, let me try to use this damn thing. Because I bought it, how long ago? It's been a while. And I've never used it yet. So I'm like, let me try to do a live with this. But I have to turn on the TV because I can't really see like chat. So then I can see chat. And this is I mean, I think it's okay. The thing is that I don't like about it is this. It's like in your face. So I wish it went down a little bit further. Hello, Sean. Yeah, it's like it's a thing that goes around your neck and then you just put the camera inside of it. So, but it's like right here in your face. So I'm gonna try to do dishes or something with it on. It's for like, so if like you're walking around outside or you're at, you want to show what you're doing, like I walk around cemeteries, things like that, then you just put this on. You don't have to hold the phone. See, no hands, Mom. You don't have to hold the phone. You just put this thing on and everybody sees like what you're seeing. So now I'm seeing it's kind of wobbly though right there. So as long as we don't see you go bobbing on beefcake lane, yeah. Now that won't happen. Lulu, hello, sister. Sister Angel, hello, welcome. Welcome. We're going to do my dishes in a minute. I'm worried about this thing bobbing around. If it bobs around, it does have, shit. It does have, you could wrap this thing like around your chest and hook to it so it doesn't wibble wobble. So if I make you guys really dizzy, I'm so sorry. Do I go to church somewhere? Not recently. Hi, Kraken. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. All right, you guys. We're going to do dishes together because I haven't done them yet. I took a late nap. There's not a lot to do because I barely made anything. But I wanted to show you guys something. Let me see. How was your birthday according to Lainey? Even with everything going on, I so hope. All right, I hope I don't make you guys like dizzy. I was at the hospital most of the day. I didn't get home until after 9 o'clock because we put my father-in-law in hospice. Well, not in hospice, on hospice, I guess. So we started that on my birthday. And then I was supposed to go to work today. And my boss man, yeah, I saw that crack, and I think it's funny. I'm struggling. It's your first time here, a bit nervous with going around these streets. You know what? I totally get that. You're safe here, honey. Just pull you up a chair. Hi, Lewis. Just pull up a chair. We don't take no shit. We don't do no shit. We just do stupid shit. That's it. Y'all, my rings are just... Anyways, I want to show you guys this. Yes, I heard about... Y'all, those are my babies. Let me just show you. Why is this going weird? Okay, there's little girl. Say hi, little girl. That's my little girl. And then there's Newt dog. Newt. Newt. Oh, no jumping. No jumping. No, ma'am. Anyways, thank you so much. I'm hoping to breed her this fall. They're both golden retrievers. Little girl. They're both golden retrievers. She is an English cream, and he's a standard golden. And they are my babies. Wednesday's around here somewhere. I saw her come in. Wednesday's their baby. It's a cat. And, oh, there she is. Wednesday. There's Wednesday. They baby the cat. They think the cat is their love child. Hi, Melly Joe. Good to see you guys. Lunch lady, good to see you. All right, guys, I'm gonna go into the kitchen, so I'm not gonna be able to see chat. I'm trying out this new thing that I got that you sit your phone in to do lives or to make videos. And I hope I don't disturb you guys bouncing it around. All right, this is my kitchen. I want to show you guys something. There's a reason for this madness right here. This is a antique, obviously. I've had it for years. It was my sister's prior. I stole it from her. And it usually is in my dining room because it's a washstand. Well, I've been thinking about getting an island for right there. So I was like, I don't want to buy anything. So I just need to put a piece of furniture there and see if I can live with it, if I like it. Obviously, for me, I don't like it. I mean, it's okay looking, but it just feels too cramped. So I'm going to be moving it out. But that's why that's there. It's not normally there. We're going to do dishes. I have been working in the house. Let me show you guys this too. Sweet Lulu got me this for my birthday. I was so shocked. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at that teacup. Look at the saucer, you guys. This is my jam. I'm going to have high tea soon. Oh, aren't they beautiful? They smell delicious, you guys. They are gorgeous. Anyways, I set them in here because I have been putting away everything spring and summer. I've got a bin in the living room. Well, hi, Wednesday. I've got a bin in the living room right there. And I've been packing everything up, decorations, stuff like that for the summer and spring. And I've already got my bins out of the attic to start decorating for the fall. And y'all, I know it's hot, okay? I get it. I know it's hot. But the deal is, the day after my birthday, it's fall, if you ask me, because it's my favorite time. Road to 2 cases per... Oh, thank you so much. I don't even care. I mean, it's, I always wanted to just get to 1,000, so I'm just grateful for that. Really grateful, and grateful how quick we did it. About killed myself and everybody else in chat. My mods, surprised we're all still living. But so I'm grateful for that. I feel like it's been a success. I was talking about you didn't get to go to work today. Yeah, because my boss, Angel, who is my oldest son, he employs his mama. He didn't get his supplies in. So that was changed till tomorrow. So tomorrow I will get to go to lunch and make some money. Oh, I know, lunch lady. You want to adopt my dog? Well, I'm going to have, hopefully, puppies. I think she'll come into heat around October. She goes into heat every 7 to 8 months, which my other golden retriever that I had, Cheyenne, she went into heat every 6 months on the dot. On the dot. I could tell you exactly what day she was going to go into heat. She was so like clockwork. But this little girl, I guess she's the first English cream I've ever owned. So I don't know if it's her, it's just what they do, or if Cheyenne was weird. I don't know which one's weird, but one of them's weird. So I have to walk in the living room. That's why you're on the TV, because looking down at the phone, I can't see. I'm drinking agua. I filled up my Diet Coke bottle. So anyways, that's why I keep looking in there, because I can see the chat. So I'm going to do dishes real quick, and, well, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just wait. I have a question. I was looking at your live streams about BK. Can I click? Absolutely you can. And use it for content. Yeah, sure. I don't mind at all. Let me sub up to you, but yeah, absolutely. I don't mind who uses that stuff. I'm grateful someone wants to use it, but I will tell you this, because, I mean, obviously, I don't know who you are, but you've obviously been around for a while. So, you know, I'm not a true crime channel. I'm an everything channel. It's just that everybody and their cousin was following the Idaho case. And so I was so interested in it. And that and Delphi, I was just like stuck with. And so everybody on the channel wanted to, you know, cover it. So I worked my ass off. I really did. That's why I could not be a full-time true crime channel. There's no way. Because you work your ass off if you're doing it right. I look like a squeezed toothpaste tube. Thank you so much for that. That's so kind of you. I appreciate it. Warning label Nina, hello. Gossip girl, hello. No, but go ahead, Kraken. You're welcome to anything. I don't strike anybody for stuff like that. But I'm honored that you would want to use my stuff, so thank you. Hope everybody's doing good. Thank you so much for being here. You're welcome. No problem at all. I'll sub up to you too. And I appreciate that. Not always nice, Angel. My first language is I try to be nice. I really, and I don't even have to try to be nice. I just accept people for the way that they are, and I know I'm a good person no matter what anybody thinks of me. But if you piss me off, you'll know you pissed me off. Did I hear about who? Jenna. No, Matthew, I didn't. And I'm not going to repeat that. So good one. Good one. If you see Lizzo, can you tell her I was asking for her? Absolutely. She's probably asleep right now. Hopefully she's getting some sleep. But yes, absolutely. I will tell her you were here. I appreciate you being here. It's good to see everybody. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate it. Listen, y'all could hit the thumbs up. You can hit the thumbs down. I just don't care. You too, Kraken. Have a wonderful day, honey. Thank you for coming in. All right. You guys just hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Matters not to me. I really don't care. I don't think YouTube cares. Nobody cares. But it lets me know that people are loving or hating the content, even though truly we can't see. Thank you, Kraken. We can't see the thumbs down anymore. YouTube took that away. I think it's bullshit. I really do. I think we should be able to see stuff like that. It doesn't bother me in the least, because my friends have channels that are in here. My mods have channels. I'll go in there and thumbs down them. I sure will. But anyways, I'm going to go smoke really quick in my... Y'all, please... Oh, man. Y'all don't judge my back porch. So the saddest thing, besides everything that we've been going through for the last 3 freaking months, is that my hot tub never got we never we winterized it last winter, and because of everything and it didn't start getting warm here until May. Well, May is when my father-in-law went downhill, and so here we are. The hot tub never got unwinterized. It's a mess out here. This is what my dogs do. They find stuff and they shred it. But I will tell you this. I'm grateful they do it in here and not in the yard, because if they did it in the yard, you have to go around and pick that shit up before you mow. So I'm really upset about my hot tub not being on. In fact, I've only opened it once. See, well, you guys probably can't see, but anyways, I miss you, hot tub. Maybe this fall he can clean it out, and which is, I don't know if you have to like flush it with something, because we had to put something in it to winterize it. I say it was antifreeze, and Beefcake laughed at me and said it's not antifreeze, but I think you've got to rinse that out of the pipes and then refill it again. Anyways, it smells so good in there, you guys. It smells like chlorine. So hopefully, I was hoping by my birthday that Beefcake would get it running, but we're still dealing with Papa San. Don't you be judging my back porch, Lynchly. I know you're messing with me. But y'all know what my dogs do. I have a trash bag right here where I had started cleaning up. Oh my God, you guys. Well, anyways, I had started cleaning up stuff out here. And in the yard. And the dogs will hide their toys, their balls, their stuff anywhere they can. So if I find old toys like Newt just tore up right in there on the floor, you could see it. His little pig, he figured out, has stuffing in it. So the pig is hard plastic. So he started biting it apart and got the stuffing out of it. That's what they do. They love to shred anything that's got, if their toys have stuffing, then they take the stuffing out of the toys. The only toys that have never gotten shredded are their balls, because they use, and I can't see chat, y'all. I'm sorry. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. They use lacrosse balls. Tennis balls will get chewed up, so we don't get those anymore. But lacrosse balls, they don't tear those up. And they have a plastic chicken that's been here for years. They do not tear it up. And I don't know why, because it's got that same stuffing in it. But it makes a weird noise whenever they bite it too hard. I think to them it sounds like, because it sounds squeaky. So I think it sounds like to them like a baby crying or something. But when Anichka, little girl, was in heat, she was nesting that chicken. That chicken went everywhere she went. I mean, it was her baby. So, it's good to see everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Those dogs have the best life. They do. They have a better life than I do. Yeah, now if there's just one of those squeak things in it, you know, those little round plastic things that squeak, they'll chew that right out of it. They know that's there. But the plastic, you've seen the chicken. Newt's got it. Newt, can I see your chicken? You got the chicken? This thing is, he don't want to give it to me. Let me see. Can I hold it? So it's just, and it's filthy. Okay, you can have it. Just a minute. Okay, you can have it. Hold on. Hold on, buddy. Anyways, it's just a plastic chicken. And it makes that weird sound like that. And it's been here for years and years and years. They didn't tear it up. But I was going around the yard and pulling out weeds and stuff out of the yard, and go get you a ball, little girl. Go get your ball. No jumping. And I had found a couple of those pigs that Newt had tore apart, and I threw them away in this bag right here. And then I was out in the yard and I didn't have the bag, so I just threw it over into the fire pit. And Beefcake was out there throwing the balls to the dogs, and Newt ran by and then he stopped in his tracks. I guess he smelled the freaking pig in the fire pit, and there's twigs and stuff in it. And he went in there and dug in the fire pit and got that nasty old pig out. I let him have it. It's his. Little girl, go get your ball. Go get it. Go get your ball, little girl. No jump. My dog loves squeaky toys too. Little girl. You know, it amazes me that that they don't tear up like pillows or blankets, nothing. But if they find a sock, they will tear that. In fact, there's many socks laying around that they've tore under. I mean, Newt will climb underneath the bed and get out whatever he wants. If there's a sock under the bed or he jumps on a bed and smell, hey. So the only thing they tear up that's really yours is a sock. That's it. But they don't tear up. Not like they're not crated. They haven't been since they were pups. But they stay here all day by themselves if I have a place to be, and they never tear anything up. That's why I let them, like if we get a box in, like if I get an Amazon box, I give them the box, I give them the paper, I give them everything. And I just let them shred it all over the living room, because they don't shred my stuff. So they just know every time a box come in, it all belongs to them. Leaning for the BK case, it was just BK, wait a minute, let me go in here so I can see what you're saying. Sorry, it's hard to see on this thing. Leaning for the BK case, do you still think it was just BK involved, or do you think there was multiple people involved? I still believe it's only him. Absolutely. There's been no other evidence whatsoever to show that there was anybody else involved in the case, that they couldn't place BK in it. Also, Kraken, if you probably have been paying attention, but some other news is coming out. Look over on Plunder. She paid the police department for some 911 calls, and there was a house around the corner from, or somewhere right next to 1122 King Road, and I think right before the 1122 King Road killings, there was a report done that there was a man that had gone into their house and went upstairs, but was only there for a few minutes. So, I mean, everything that, and I broke that case. I went hard on that case, and I wasn't doing it, with other creators. I mean, I was just researching everything that came out in the courts, and people that were involved in the case, and nothing. The only reason I was suggesting this, because about 2 or 3 weeks after the murders, BK, very close friend, shot himself. Okay, are we talking about, what's his name? The veteran, what was his name? God forgive me for forgetting his name. We're talking about the veteran, right? If you go and do some research about the veteran on, so I went to, first I just typed in his name, yeah. It just came to me and then it left me. I hate that, it starts with a K. Anyways, if you go and just type his name into Google search, all this stuff will come up, right? Well, I ended up finding an article that was written, and also a Facebook post that was written by his best friend, from being in the military with him. And oh my gosh, it was so sad because he was talking about how he's not able to mourn his friend's death because he's having to protect him or try to protect him because it's flying all over the place that he either was involved with the killings or he was involved with BK. And anyways, if you just type in his name to Google, you'll find it. After I found that article that he wrote an article in they interviewed him in a paper, some paper, can't remember. And then he has a Facebook page, and he also had a Instagram, pardon me, an Instagram, and I think a Twitter. I went through all of them. As far back as I could go. And he absolutely, he was posting pictures long before we ever heard of BK, of them two together. So I was able to corroborate that he was telling the truth, that really was his friend and he wasn't out for clout. And he said, my friend didn't have anything to do with him. He killed himself, and all that started over PTSD, and he wasn't being medicated, nor was he had stopped his therapy, and he started doing street drugs. And so take that as, he was very honest about what happened with him. And so I did do a deep dive into him, the guy that did the reports on him. So check it out. Just oh man, I've been studying too much JFK stuff, so I keep hearing Mary Jane Kopech, whatever. Anyways, I'm mixing the two names up, but anything I can do to help you, Kraken, my email is accordingtolini@gmail.com. I'll answer all your questions, whatever you need. I'll be happy to do it. But one of those lives in there that we did on BK was on him, the Marine, the veteran who unalived himself. But I'll be happy to talk with you about it. Hi, Ann. Good to see you. I missed Angel's last message. I saw it scroll through. I can't scroll back through. Something about her dad with the dogs. Angel, I didn't get to read it, but I will go back after my live and try to find what you said. But hello to your dad. Leni, have you watched The Chief of War? Sean, I haven't been able to do anything. I haven't been able to do any of the Idaho stuff, the Moscow Police Department putting out all of their case against him. I haven't been able to go over the pictures. I haven't been able to do nothing. I've been just taking care of my family and checking in here when I can. So no, one day I'm going to catch up. One day I'm going to catch up. One day. And y'all know when I say one day, my dad will be saying hi, and he loves her to the dog and our howl back, and it sounds like she's saying I love you to my dad. Aw! Thank you, Lulu, for reposting that for me. Aw, Angel, that's so sweet. Well, big hugs to your dad. And listen, every Friday at 11 o'clock my time, Eastern Standard Time, our tornado sirens go off because they have to do an alert check to make sure that they're working okay. Both of my dogs, especially Newt, this one right here, He started it. He runs out in the yard and just howls. I think I've got a short on my channel where he's howling. And he taught little girl how to do it. So, oh, oh, it's so good. It's so good. So, I have some videos of my animals on my channel. Sorry, I know this might be making you guys dizzy. I'm sorry, I'm trying out this new thing. I do know Rose, yes, but I mean I don't wanna yeah, she's blocked here, so I don't have anything to do with all that. Just trying to, have a nice, fun, silly channel without the drama. All right, guys, I'm going back out here. I need to smoke, so I can't see chat because this thing is sitting too. Y'all, y'all gotta get on my level and get you one of these things. Y'all need to get one of these things. Everybody walk around all day long. Just go live. Walk around all damn day long with this thing hanging from your neck. It's so fun. Gia, no worries, honey. No worries. I did see you're sorry. Don't you worry, hon. If you have any questions, I don't mind answering people's questions. I just don't want I don't want to start something on the channel and then have other people come in and either, just it's terrible. You know how it can be. You know how it can be. And we can do it everywhere else. But if you want to ask me a question or anything involved, my email, get in there, is accordingtoleni@gmail.com, or on my messenger, according to Leni. It may take me a day or so to get back with you, only because I've got family emergencies going on right now. But I don't have a problem answering anybody's questions. I just don't want to be the same vibe other people have got going on their channels. Even though I'd be a hell of a lot bigger channel. But I don't care. All right, y'all are going to have to smoke with me. For those that hate smoking, I'm so sorry. I'll try not to blow it in your face. Those of you that miss cigarette smoke, I'll blow it in your face. And those that don't mind, I'll just blow it. Thank y'all for being here. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. I really don't care. Just let the algorithm, if there's such thing as an algorithm, I'm not sure anymore. What does YouTube do? Hey, YouTube, let me ask you a question. What do you do? I mean, what are you doing? So the other night, somebody on the channel had asked me if I would play the new Hulu series about Delphi on the channel, and I was like, yeah, because we played lots of stuff on here. Never got taken down. Well, I just thought that for whatever reason, I was buffering for whatever reason, but I found out it was because YouTube stopped it, right? I didn't get a strike against my channel or anything, but they said it couldn't be viewed on the channel, and I was like, I understand that, even though, I mean, I still get it. It's not my content. I get it. But is that all YouTube is doing, is just only like keeping track of if people are playing copyrighted stuff? Because you can't get through to YouTube about anything else. What are you doing, YouTube? What are you doing? Did you know the more dislikes, the more your channel pushes out into the algorithm? I didn't know that, but I just got tired of saying everybody hit the like. I mean, maybe they don't like it. They might not like it. So if they don't like it, they're not going to hit the like. So if you don't like it, hit the dislike. I'm all right with either one of them. I think it's funny. One of my very first lives I ever did was having everybody who gave me a like to take the likes away. So when people were popping in and out, getting to know me, they were like, "We hit the like," and I'm like, "No, take that away." Three Dot Dave was on panel with me. We must have laughed for 2 or 3 hours doing that. It was so fun, and y'all, I still ended up with over 100 likes on that one. It was so funny. So that's when I started just realizing that I don't know that the likes really mean anything. So, and on top of that, if you don't like it, you don't like it, and that's okay. You don't have to like it. Lone, hello. Lone Wrench Garage. I like your name. Aussie True Crime, hello. Good to see ya. So good to see ya. How's the grandbaby? Hope the grandbaby's doing good. Hope everybody's doing good. Thank y'all for being here. Appreciate it so much. Y'all got to get on my level with this round the neck thing, y'all. $452. Oh my gosh. Ain't that, I can vouch for that. I was at her wedding. That was the one who got married last year was Joyce. Joyce got married last year. I was thinking about that. So we've seen a couple of marriages. We've seen a hell of a lot of our animals gone over the Rainbow Bridge together. We've seen babies born. Yeah, we've seen a lot in the last year and a half. I got at 5 a.m. and I think that was a mistake. I'm so sleepy right now. I wish I would get sleepy because I've got to do an 8-hour drive tomorrow. Good morning, Andy. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Y'all hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Just do one of them. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I mean, that's the kind of cam you see on the only... Is it really? Y'all want to see my toes? Y'all want to see my feet? There's my feet. Is that what they use for OnlyFans, really? God, I gotta get me an OnlyFans page. There's gotta be a better way to make money. Do you go to the mini communities anymore, like True Crime Doll? I've only been to Dolly Vision one time, and that was way before I started my... Not way before. It was about 2 months before I started my channel, and he was doing a... What was he doing? He's doing Turtle Island. And I didn't understand it. I was like, what the holy fuck is going on here? I couldn't understand it. I just didn't understand. I was like, I gotta get the hell out of here. And truly, that's the truth. Now, nothing against him. I don't know him. I don't know him at all. So I'm not talking shit about him or anything like that. I'm just saying that's been my only experience at Dolly Vision. I used to go to Brittany J. I was also subbed up. I was subbed up to a couple of them because that's where I started out, right? Looking, I didn't know anything about. No, I don't go to PCTs. I don't think I'm welcome at Tashi's. So, yeah, but I don't, if I go to anybody's, I go to like, I'll put Aussie True Crime on my TV set when I'm working or in the car or working around the house. I don't go into PCTs anymore. I go to Ann, I put Ann on the TV if I can catch her. Usually I'm part of the replay mode because I'm so busy. I mean, things are just so freaking busy in my life. BJ is getting a hard time now, I've heard. Well, as long as I've been on here, I mean, no, Tashi doesn't like me cracking. She doesn't. And that's okay. We, I don't, it was the whole, Tina Rose thing, that happened. So, no, she doesn't like me, and she's got very close friends that I'm not friends with. And so that's okay though. Not everybody's gonna like me. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. If I'm not your cup of tea, add a little bit of liquor. Y'all add a little bit of liquor, I'm damn funny. Oh, you might have had past difficulties. Right, right. That's what it was. Well, I never had a difficulty with her. It's just that, it's when the Tina Rose thing happened, it's the community split, and that's that. But I enjoyed her. She's been on my panel before. She used to teach me a lot of Kiwi and Australia stuff, and from her I learned the difference between being Australian and Kiwi, and it was very interesting for me. So, but I understood why she left, and I still understand. I understand why we couldn't be friends. It was interesting to see that Richard Allen was sent to another prison. Hope there are no Odinists in his new prison. Thank you, Kraken. That's true. I don't hold nothing against. I don't hold a grudge. I really don't. I'm not mad at anybody. I don't hate anybody. I wish everybody the best. I just want to be left alone over here on my little tiny channel. And I don't bother nobody. I don't want nobody bothering me. That's all. And I don't want anybody bothering my friends while they're in here. See, that's the thing. People think that because you're in somebody's chat that, if somebody's a regular in your chat or a mod for your chat, they think that you own that person. Well, we don't. We don't own them. We own nobody. We barely own ourselves. And I'm not going to tell people who to like and who not to like. That's a big lie that's going around by somebody whose name I won't mention. That's a lie. I have never told anybody not to like anybody. I had somebody in that used to come to my chat all the time that I personally didn't like. And I knew they didn't like me. But because they were friends with people here, I didn't say nothing. And I wasn't going to say nothing. So, and then it all broke down anyways. So, I don't control. Everybody can do what they want to do. And I'm not the be-all, tell-all. If you want to be friends with whoever you want to. I don't care. And I have never, ever asked anybody not to be a friend with somebody. That's just bullshit. I will probably be dragged for being here. You probably will. You will, and I'm sorry for that. I'm really sorry for that, because you know what? Look, I'm not saying that people in my chat, including me, have not had it out with certain other creators. I stand by everything I've done and everything I say, but I refuse to try to answer all the lies anymore. It used to be that I used to think, how the fuck can they lie on me like that? Like, just make up stupid shit about me like that. Like, And I used to want to correct it, but then I realized it doesn't matter. They're still going to do it. And so I just stopped. I just stopped. So I just want to do my little thing on my little channel and have a good time and do stupid stuff. And I mean, nothing, it's, I mean, I just want to talk to my friends and ride roller coasters and hang out with my dogs and drink coffee and decorate my house and live life. That's all. Thank you, G. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But no, I really do. If you guys see it out there, you guys just let everybody, or just, you don't have to let anybody know. Nobody has to fight for Leanie. I've got my own mouth, and believe you me, I can be pretty ugly, and I have been pretty ugly. If you look through I've never taken down any of those lives. I've done 3, exactly 3. I can count them. And they're all still up there. You can find them. Or I have read people their rights on my channel. But it had to be done. And I don't like doing it. I'd rather just be myself and have a great time and let you guys have a great time. So, don't forget the holiday in Hawaii. We're planning Leanie. Yes, we got to get to Hawaii. We've already picked out our house. Sean's going to be cooking for us. Oh my God, it's going to be such a great time. No. I didn't say I didn't talk to Tina. I just don't go to her chat anymore. And I mean, if Tina wants to know, she has my messenger, and I'm the type of person that I would rather not put it out here publicly unless I have to. There's been people that I've been very public with that wouldn't face me. And so I was just like, all right, fuck, if you could do it, I'll do it. Let's go. But I would rather talk face to face or just personally with somebody I'm upset with or that's upset with me. But if they don't allow that to happen, then I can get just as dirty and probably a lot better at it. Because I know what blood goes through my veins. So I've just learned how to control a lot of stuff, control me. And that's all I can do is control me. Sometimes I get out of hand. No, I still care about Tina. I still love Tina, but that's, I don't know, maybe one day she'll want to talk about it. I do have a bite. I know I have a bite. And it used to be a lot worse. Y'all! Whew, I was a scrapper from way back. I was really bad. Oh man, I think back on some of the stuff that I've done, the people I fought, and I just can't believe that I had that much anger inside of me, that I was easily tripped. You know what I mean? Like, I think if you're an angry person, like if you're just, I think if you can automatically just start screaming and yelling at anybody, that's something within yourself that you've got to work out. There's some kind of anger issue that you've got going on within yourself that sets you off to everybody else. And that's what was happening in my life. And it was all those years I was married the first time. You know, I was so mad at those years lost and the stuff that happened in that first marriage that when I got out of it, I didn't recognize it. So people just piss me off. And when they piss me off, like I would lay hands on them, and not to pray, but to hurt them. I wanted to hurt them. And I had to really do a deep dive into my own self and into my own soul, I guess, and realized that I was set off so easy by people's words and actions, not so much because of their words and actions, right? It was because I was so angry and I needed to take it out on someone. And since I've recognized that about myself, I've been able to control it more. And I thank God for that. I really, really do thank God for that. Because I was not a nice person after I came out of that marriage. I was looking to fight. I was looking to hurt somebody somewhere. It was terrible. I was a terrible person. But I had to fix that for myself. And we all are capable. Every one of us are capable of that, you know? So all I can say is if you've got some kind of anger issues where every little thing just feels like it's setting you off, it probably doesn't have anything to do with the person that you're mad at. Andy, it's so good to see you, honey. Thank you for coming in. You got to look within yourself, figure out what it is that you're really mad about. Matthew, hello, darling. Good to see you. You need to figure out for yourself, what it is that you're really mad at, and then figure out what's best for you. You can get counseling, for me, counseling was not the best way, but I'm very honest with myself. You know what I mean? Like, I totally take blame for all my faults. I know my faults. I know them. And I don't sugarcoat them, and I don't act like I don't have them, because I do. I have a lot of faults. I was watching Matthew's channel. It seems like he's a genuine, kind, cool person. Well, the deal with Matthew is when Matthew first came in here, I found out I was like, Matthew, I know who you are. I've seen your channel before, because Matthew's all kind of good looking, y'all, if you don't know it. And then I found out all my lady friends in here, every one of my mods knew who Matthew was. Nobody had shared Matthew with me. I was like, what the fuck is happening? So yeah, he's nice to look at. Not saying that you might find him nice to look at, Kraken, but all of us ladies, yeah, I found out. I was the last one to find Matthew. I think a lot of people go through that in their life. We definitely have to recognize our own faults and address them. That's right. That's right. Leanie, I'm not bothered when people talk about me, but when does bother me is when I'm blocked by a person for no apparent reason, never had any argument, never any bad word, and then suddenly I'm blocked. I understand. I understand that with no idea why. I think the only thing that does it for me is my family. My family's not on YouTube. Sure, you guys will hear them every now and then, or C will come in here to hang out with her mama for a little while, but they're not YouTube people. Don't bring up my family because you will suffer the consequences. And I'm not talking about the little word salad that people do all the time. I sent that to the police and I send this. No, no. You will walk out your door one day and I'll be standing across the street smiling at you. I shit you not. Because I can be a crazy bitch. And when it comes to my family, they're off limits. Say whatever you want to about me. I don't care. Matthew Silly's fuck is a good sort. I was never informed of this. Lulu, he came up on panel one night, and every lady in the chat was like, oh yeah, we know who Matthew is. I was, the fuck? It took me having him come up on panel and talk about how good looking he was, and then everybody's like, oh yeah, we know that Matthew. None of them told me. It's because they didn't want me over there still in their thunder. I'm just kidding. Ugly, don't believe her. Shut the hell up, Matthew. You know that's not true. You're adorable. I'm the same, Leanie. I'm meek and mild most of the time. No, I'm not meek or mild. You are, Ann. You're sweet. It comes out in your voice. I'm not a docile woman at all. I'm tough. I'm not meek or mild at all. I wish I was. I wish I was a real lady. I'm not. I've never been accused of that. What genuinely makes me mad is when people don't be accountable. Like when people just lie and lie and lie. I wonder sometimes, do they know they're lying? In fact, I asked somebody that tonight. Do they know they're lying, or is it a mental illness? Because I really just don't know. Where in the hell was I then, according to Leanie? I am always the one you miss out. You might need a new sub. Sub up Matthews. He's easy on the eyes. He is. Y'all, I'm sorry this is moving around a lot. It's on my boobies, and maybe if I put it down on my cleavage. Hold on. Because there's some cleavage there, y'all. Lolly, hello. Rutro, is that lunch lady? Who is it that's been a member for 16 months? 15 months. Is that lunch lady? I can't see it. It's really tiny on my phone. It's a few sad streams coming. Rest in heaven, Miss Christine. Aw, I'm so sorry. Wait, what? Wait a minute, what? What? Oh, it's Lindley? I thought you said Lindley passed. Oh my gosh, okay. Oh, that messed me up. Oh, Lindley, that scared the shit out of me. Okay, I thought they were telling me that you passed. Hi, Lindley. Hello, sweetheart. Good to see you. Thank you for being a member for 15 months. I can't see who else is. Lunch lady. Okay, there you go. They're the OGs. Matthew, I'm so sorry to hear about your loss, honey. Many prayers to you. You're welcome, honey. All right, guys, let's try this out. I need to do the dishes. It's bothering me. Putting it in my cleavage didn't help much. All right. All right, so let's point this down. Y'all got to get on my level and get one of these things. Ooh, I love it. You can point it up and down. Oh, I just got dizzy. Stood up too fast. Okay. I picked these up from Hobby Lobby. Oh man, hold on. I got to get through the dizziness. Fucking A. I got to go have that procedure done to find out why my blood levels are so weird. But I just don't have time. But I got to do it. Anyways, I picked these up from Hobby Lobby, and they are really like minimalist, and that's what I liked about them. Let's do some coffee. Who wants coffee? Pick a mug, any mug. All right, let's see. This is my new, oh God, that's making me dizzy. Look up. Okay. This is my newest mug because if you know, you know. My youngest daughter and I are addicted to Gilmore Girls. And I am the Lorelai to her Rory. And this is what she got me for Mother's Day. And so it's a vibe. And when I'm feeling like warm and cozy, I drink out of it. If I'm not feeling warm and cozy, I won't drink out of it because I have to have the whole Gilmore experience with it. If you know, you know. If you don't, get on my level. All right, I got these wreaths because I always put something on the glass doors. Right. For fall. Can't see chat, y'all. Anyways, they're originally $14.99, but remember, when I went, everything was 40% off. And I keep them for a lifetime. Like, these will never leave my house, probably. And I'm going to do a fall... That's why I wanted to do this tonight, too. Because I wanted to see how this would work if I did a fall live where we're going through all my fall shit. And it looks like it's working pretty good. So, I got these for my back doors. And I love them because they're so minimal. And they looked, I didn't want like bright, I've got a lot of bright orange stuff, but I really liked these colors. So I'm going to put them on my back door. I had planned on tomorrow actually doing my fall live to start decorating and going through my shit. But obviously I have to work tomorrow. So that's going to be put off. But, all right, which way's up and which one's down? How do you, oh, there. Listen, a little girl out there. Oh, I'm going. This is the dirtiest part of my house. I'm just going to show you. No shame in my game. Everybody's got one of these. Y'all, I even got, like, little things in here, okay? So the junk drawer doesn't get bad. Y'all, it's still bad. We should do a live where I make everybody go to their junk drawer and we all clean it out together. And then we can do, what do you call it? Like you get so many points if you like can find a bobby pin in your junk drawer. Oh, it'd be so fun to find out what everybody's got in their junk drawers. Which one of these am I going to use? Need to know. Let's put some creamer. Y'all know this stuff catches on fire, right? Y'all know that, right? If you don't know, there's a live that I have on there where we tested it right here on my countertop. And this shit catches on fire. And then I threw a bunch in the fireplace when the fireplace was going and it lit up. So, I'm just letting you guys know. This stuff, Coffee Mate, catches on fire. And then I try to catch some chips on fire. And all they did was, because I saw it one time, catching the chips on fire. And supposedly they're supposed to like catch on fire because all the grease in them. Well, all I had here was corn chips or corn chips, I think. And mine just sizzled. I still ate them though. I wanted to see what they tasted like. Yeah, I have to put cold water in my coffee because I chug. Go back over here and I'll see chat. I'm a chugger of coffee. So, yeah, there's a live on there about, you know, different things that catch fire and shit. Oh, what else did we... There was some kind of makeup that we tested, too, to see if it would catch fire. It didn't. Newt, don't you paw me, boy. Don't you paw me. No, this ain't clean. That drawer's not clean, but that would be fun to do, wouldn't it? Go through everybody's junk drawers. Oh, my sister Sam. Yeah, it was oh, what was her name? Rebecca Schaefer. Her name was Rebecca Schaefer that got murdered. Um, yeah, that was very, very sad. She got killed by her ex-boyfriend. Or no, 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 no. She got killed by a fan. Right? Yeah, a fan. Dominic Dunn got killed by an ex-boyfriend. I know way too much about. Listen, y'all, I was hanging out with. I was doing all this, like looking up dead bodies and shit long before I met y'all. And Baby Chow used to say to me, "You hang out with the dead more than you do with the living." And so, I started hanging out with y'all, which are obviously alive. But I still kind of hang out with the dead a little bit. I can't help it. She had a stalker. Probably first time I heard that word, it was from a stalker, beautiful young lady. Yeah. I loved her curls. She probably was going to end up being a pretty good TV actress. The dead don't sass. Lolly, we can't be friends. Oh my God, that just hurt my heart for you. Oh my God, Lolly's never seen Gilmore Girls. Ah! It's a national thing that you have to watch in the fall. You have to. It's a thing. Every time Lenny says I was hanging out with, I think she's going to talk about her weird English YouTube. Because then don't be calling Jorg and Kirsten weird. I'm sure they get called that all the time when people look at her haircut. Okay? I'm sure the English over there make fun of her a lot. Stop calling my friends weird. I love them. I'm pretty sure you can watch it on Netflix. I'll bet you they're going to do a marathon of it, but I think you could even pull them up on YouTube. Girl, just put on your comfy socks, put on your comfy robe, get you a cup of coffee, make sure nobody's in the house. If somebody's in the house, have them go to a different room, be in your favorite room, all comfy, and watch you some Gilmore Girls. I'm telling you, you're not going to know whether, and have some tissues, because half of the time you're going to be crying, the other half of the time you're going to be laughing. Oh, I love it. I watched on Golden Pond this afternoon with Jane Fonda and her dad, Peter Fonda, and Katharine Hepburn, because I was looking up things about Katharine Hepburn, and then I was like, on Golden Pond, let me watch that real quick. I hadn't seen it in a while, so I texted Maggie. I was like, Maggie, have you seen it? And she said, no. She said she'd heard about it. I was like, girl, you got to get there. I love that movie, too. I love me some Henry Fonda. Hi, Hiking with Jackie Boy. Good to see you, Kevin. It's been a minute. Thank you for coming in. Your friends are dorks and weird. Oh, oh, God. You guys just don't have good taste. I remember my older sister salivating with excitement when Little House on the Prairie came on. I hated it. Now I listen to Leanie scream and That's right. Listen, let me tell you something, Lulu. Okay, I have got my own bonnet. Ta-da. All right. And it hangs right here proudly. And, hold on, my cute little apron. Don't hate on a girl. And then my other apron back here. Listen, I absolutely, Lulu would hate my house. Look up here, Lulu, let me show you. The colonial cupboard. Quilts, Crocs, and candles. Hold on, it gets better. See the men here? See that? It's a colonial man and his wife. And my William Morris wallpaper. Oh, I didn't show y'all my new rug. Hold up. Doesn't this look like William Morris, you guys? Can you see it? Isn't it glorious? You guys, I got this at Hobby Lobby too for 50% off. I got it for $35. 35. Would you just look at it? You just look at it. It's glorious. It's glorious. And it feels so good. I don't walk around barefooted, but if I did, I know it would feel so good. $35. That was cheaper than the one I got at Temu. Can you believe it? I've been doing well. It's been too hot for hiking. I have done some kayaking. Oh, that sounds good. That nice cold water. The Mary Ingalls Trail. I've been on it. Didn't even know Lunch Lady lived right there. Of course I've been on it. Been all up there through that holler and through them mountains, molehills, and whatever else y'all got going on up there looking for Hatfield McCoy. I'm surprised people think I'm a male. Are you a male? Oh, I didn't know you were female either. My sister used to say all the time whenever I'd get pissed off, she'd say, release the Kraken. So that's why I've always been drawn to your name. Release the blonde Kraken. Hi, Blue Dud. Blue Dude. Yeah. My sister used to say that to me all the time. Well, welcome. See, that's why you, that's probably why you like it in here. We're just a bunch of, crazy middle-aged women that are just really pissed off. We just don't hide our crazy. Can't hide your crazy, y'all. There's too many people in this world doing that. Oh, no, you own that shit. You own that crazy. You embrace it, and you share it with everyone. I have been kayaking for a long time. I think I've only gone kayaking one time. But then I did do whitewater rafting one time up there in the Smokies. You'll never find me doing that shit again. I almost died. I'm not lying. I was body surfing a level 4 rapid. It was terrible. It was terrible. I thought I was going to die. And I didn't. But I'll never do it again. Never. Never, never. Hi, Rapper. All right, let's do some coffee. I'm not going to stand here long. I need to do my kitchen and much longer. I need to do my kitchen and then sweep up all this mess that the dogs did And then I got to get to bed. Oh, the thing turns like that. Interesting. So when I tell you guys I leave the door open all the time, that's the door that I'm talking about over there. So my dogs just come and go. So what happens is I have pocket doors, right? I got rid of the dog's couch, you guys. And then I'm going to get rid of this one. And I'm just going to get 2 chairs and put them in here that match each other. And that's all I'm going to do. So I've got pocket doors, right? So I keep the pocket doors closed because if I don't, the air conditioner stays on like forever because the heat's just rolling in the door. So I keep the pocket doors shut and the air conditioner doesn't come on because I don't really need it on right now. And then I just blow the fan. But the rest of the house stays cool. And that's what we do. Mercy. I'm tightening this up. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. Is that the way it goes? No, like that, that, like that. Alrighty. Let's see. Peel. Wait. Wait. What's that switch? Oh, wall. Alright, so it does go like that. Alrighty. I got this. Oh, oops. Okay, hold on. I got it. Oh, it's crooked. Hold on. Okay. Stay on there. I like it right there. Right there. All right. Now you peel this piece off. Look, more colonial stuff. Can't really show you that because it's got my name on it, but... Oh, more colonial stuff over there. Oh. Come on. I cut off all my nails tonight. Wild Angel, hello. I'm using my, my around the neck thing. What did I say? This is the wall. This is the side, right? Okay. It's a little crooked, but that's all right. If these get eyeballing. All right. Oh, okay. Don't go crooked. Bitch. I made it my bitch. Let's see if it's purty. And it's purty here. So look how sexy that is. You got. Stop it. That's fucking sexy. Stop it right now. All right, let's put this one. Oh, stop it. Yo. Oh, love it. Oh, it's so pretty. Fucking genius. Chicken. The damn chicken. The damn chicken. Y'all, I love them. See, this is what I do all night, you guys. I walk around here. I smoke. I clean. I put things together. That's what I do. All right, I'm going to smoke this one cigarette with y'all, and then I'm going to get the hell off here. Because I need to do this, and I need to make myself go to sleep. Oh, and just so you guys know, I did find another channel last night, and I know none of you are interested, because none of you people watch the shit that I watch. I know, but it is actually called History to Help You Sleep, or Boring History. Y'all, I love the history. I couldn't fall asleep. So it looks like it sounds like a guy is reading a book. I think I want to do that. I think I want to read a book, but y'all ain't gonna like none of the readings I do because we like different books. But he was talking about the history, how people kept warm back in the day, like before we had heat and air and all that other stuff, how they kept warm in like the Dakotas with all that, like 20 below and stuff like that. I was so interested in it. Oh my God, it was so good. It didn't put me to sleep at all, but it might put y'all to sleep. So I think it's called Boring History for Sleep or something like that. I was wide awake. I was like, wait, what? And what they show on the screen is like the pictures of what he's talking about. I loved it so much. One more drink. What would make it more pretty? Pics of me and Lulu. It would. Hey, Jamie, how are you? Good to see you. I hope you're doing okay. No. I recently watched a YouTube show on keeping warm in the medieval England. Oh, it may have been the same one you were talking about. How they staggered sleep. Yes, so they could stay warm. Yes. Well, I did watch one on that as well, and they were talking about how they stayed warm in those castles And they talked about that you can only see the castles like you can't see the below the castles, and that's when it was like during King Arthur's time and stuff like that. They would go underground, where they had like their basement, the basement in the castle. You know what I mean? And that's where they would stay because it was warmer down there. But then I was watching it and I was like, okay, like your whole house is made of stone. You're sitting on the ground. You could literally build a fire in there. Literally. I don't think any of you guys were freezing. But watching and listening to that story about people that lived in the prairie days, up in the Dakotas, in South Dakota, North Dakota, and all those places that get like below 40 below and stuff. I mean, those people, they had, and then I didn't know this either. You guys probably know this, but I learned this last night watching that. Different wood burns differently. Now, don't come at me, okay? I am aware that pine burns differently than oak. The only reason I know that is because I burn my Christmas tree. All, like, once Christmas is over, we cut up the tree. We use it for kindling, not kindling, but to start a fire for the rest of the season, right? But you're not supposed to use that much because it gets gump. It gets all gummy up in there, and you got to have that cleaned out or else it could catch fire again. But I didn't know that like there was certain time of day that you have to use a certain type of wood, and another time of day, like whenever people were going to be sleeping, that you would use I guess I just thought wood burn like wood. Like wood is just wood. Just burn it. But that's not true. They had different trees that burned for different timings. Listen, y'all, we're about history here too, okay? We do a little bit of everything here. We're decorating. We're talking history. Y'all get on my level. I love having a fire in the fireplace. Me too. Me too. And y'all, you never seen such a happy girl as when I come home and the first fire is roaring in the fireplace. Oh, it's just a happy, happy day. And we burn a lot. We must burn. For a normal winter for us, we burn at least 2 ricks of wood, because we burn, like on the weekends, we burn from the minute we get up to the minute we go to bed. And then like during the weekdays, we only burn at nighttime when Beefcake gets home from work, or when I would get home from work. So we burn a lot of wood. Like every day there's a fire going. Every day. Hey, David. So good to see you. Thank you for coming in. It's been a minute. We have 2 fireplaces. I love them, but I love a kerosene heater. It keeps me so warm. Kerosene heaters kind of scare me. A friend of mine back, oh God, this was over 20 years ago. She lost her house to a kerosene heater. I mean, the whole thing went up. Whoop. I don't know what they did wrong. I think having an open fireplace in the bedroom would be divine. Yes. Yes, I think so too. I would absolutely love a fireplace in the bedroom and in the kitchen. Oh, I would love it. Oh! Did you see Wednesday run by? She's gotten big. Oh, she's in there drinking water. That's what she's doing. She's gotten big. She's little though compared to what Simba was. She is little, but she's full of personality and she loves her dogs. I'm not keen on kerosene fires. Knock it over. Maybe that's what happened. I know they went to sleep and they woke up to the house being on fire. So I don't know what happened. I know they used to all sleep in the living room around it too, because their house was not insulated good. And even though they had, I mean, so they would just close off the living room and everybody used to sleep in the living room. The roof is on fire. Hi, Jimmy. Wednesday is so big. Yeah, she is. Did I do the dressing yet? What dressing? What am I missing? My cats got outside this morning. I got them back inside. Love the song, Jimmy. Y'all get ready for some garden adventures. Got a lot growing. We'll be posting incoming lives. New schedule now that the kiddos have gone back. Good job. Good job. You're waiting for a ghost to appear. I wish one would. Little girl. Little girl. Come here. I wish one would appear. Actually, the people who built my house, so we're the second owners of the house. The first owner built it. There goes Wednesday. The first owners built it. He died here. So sometimes something will happen and I'll be like, okay, Wince. That was his name, Wince. And he's buried like not even a block away from me. But I have decided also, you guys, because you know in October, I'm going up to Massachusetts. God, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Going to Massachusetts. And I want to get a room in the Lizzie Borden bed and breakfast. They say that that place is haunted. I can't say I've never seen a ghost. I have. In the form of my grandfather and my mom's best friend. And I have different beliefs. I believe that they're entities that disguise themselves as people. But that's just my belief, and I don't want to throw anybody off. Or we'll talk. I'll do a live when it's closer to Halloween on it again. And but I have seen too. Well, I saw supposedly my grandfather. It was not my grandfather. My grandfather is in heaven, and so I know it wasn't him, but the entity took on his liking. So it was him, and then I felt I was living in my mom's best friend's house after my first divorce. That's where I went, to my mom's best friend's house. And she had already passed, and I was living there with some other people that we won't talk about. But anyways, I was sitting at the computer doing some work on the computer, and I had a tap on my shoulder. And I turned around. I didn't see anything, but I felt it. And I just felt it to be her, Terry, my mom's best friend. And I just said, hello, Terry. And then I never, ever felt that again. But even though I knew it wasn't her, I believe her to be in heaven. I have the same belief, but the paranormal does fascinate me. It fascinates me too. It absolutely does fascinate me. Probably shouldn't, but it does. And I love the thought of it, but I'm also a realist, and so because of I can't get past my faith, right? And my faith says that the scriptures say that absent from the body means present with the Lord. So I believe, y'all, my house is dirty right now, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. I believe that my loved ones are in heaven, but entities do absolutely take on forms of people. So, Lunch Lady says, me too, same beliefs, but I know what is the truth. Yeah, well, good exists and evil exists, and there are good angels and there's bad angels. And I mean, the scriptures talk about that too, you know. I mean, 1/3 of the angels went with Lucifer, right? I don't think Nikki is a huge fan, but I will give a shout out to your daughter, Nikki. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Anyways, and I'm telling you, when the fall comes, I absolutely love the thought of spirits and death and entities and things like that. Oh, it's so shameless, but I really do. I feel like I become definitely more in tuned with it. And that's why I want to go stay in the Lizzie Borden house, y'all. I'm going to do it because I'm not scared of spirits. They can't hurt me. So I'm not scared of them. Now, if I don't, okay, maybe I am scared of them because I would not stay alone. Like I wouldn't stay alone in the Lizzie Borden house. Oh my God, that would be treacherous. But I definitely would go spend the night with another human in there. Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah, and we also can entertain angels unaware. I do believe I've seen one angel one time. I'm sure I've seen more and just didn't know it because that's biblical as well. But I know I'm pretty like 99.8% sure that it was an angel that I encountered one time. But seeing a loved one that has passed, I just don't think that would really be like, say, my dad. No, nope, they're in heaven. Also, another theory is that ghosts are the dismembered bodied Anunnaki, as they are earthbound and cannot go anywhere else, as they have no soul, only spirit. I think everybody's born with one. I don't think God singled out, unless Anunnaki is are evil. I don't think God singled out certain class of people to give a spirit to. Fear not, the Father is with you. Yeah. Did you see the island that allows cannibalism? No. It's off the coast of India. A lot of people went to it and never came back. Oh my God, I'm going to have to look it up. Oh, that sounds fabulous. I did after my dad passed in his own house and my boyfriend encountered with my dad's spirit as well. I mean, I'm not saying that God doesn't allow certain things to happen to bring us comfort. And nothing's impossible with God, right? So, but I just don't believe that it is actually the person we knew. I believe it's an entity, whether it's heavenly. If it's good, it comes from heaven, and God just gives it to us for comfort, you know. Because oh man, I prayed, y'all. After my mom passed, I prayed and I prayed that she would come to me in a dream, or that I would see a cardinal. Oh my God, you guys. And it took me so long. Oh, the Anunnaki were the hybrid of the fallen angels and women. I've never studied any of the Anunnaki. I've heard it many, many times on this platform. I think it's probably the first time I've heard it was on this platform. Never studied it. So I don't know. I'll ask Beefcake about it. But it took me probably a good 6 months before I dreamed of my mom. And I've dreamed of my mom 3 times. That's it. One time, the very first time, I think it was an understanding dream. In other words, like looking back at my mom, when I look back over the last couple months of my mom's life, because she passed unexpectedly. you know, you see things after they're past, right? Sometimes you can't see things like, it's true, you can't see them if they're right in front of your nose sometimes, right? It takes people to passing to realize what was going on. So for me, when mom passed, it was like I couldn't understand a lot of things that I had found out and things like that. Well, then the dream that I had of my mom was answering those questions for me. Like my mom was an avid reader. My mother read everything. Y'all, she would read dictionaries. She could not get her nose out of a book. And it's been that way my whole life. Anything she could get a hold of, she would read. And and so the dream helped me understand everything that I realized about my mom. My mom was there, and there was something that I had in my hand that she could read. And I said, Mom, here you go. And I sat on the bed with her, and she's like, you read it. I was like, I don't want to read it. You read it. And she said, Dolly, I can't see anymore. I was like, what do you mean you can't see? And she said, I can't see. She said, I can see like shadows, or, you know, like the outline of you, but like I can't tell if you're smiling or laughing or whatever. So she said, I can't read. And that made sense to me because looking back over the last couple months of mom's life, my mom's eyes had changed colors, like they had gotten like cloudier or whatever. And my mom never told us, you know what I mean? So there were different things that my mom said in that dream that made me see, oh my God, she was sick and I just couldn't see it. You know what I mean? I couldn't. So, and then one other time, no, the next time that I had a dream about her, it was a good dream. We were just doing something silly. I don't know what, but we are just hanging out together, laughing, because my mom and I always gave each other hell. And I'm no different with you guys than I am with my mom. I'm definitely Emily's child. And so it was just one of our little fun things together, laughing and joking at each other. And then the last dream I had of my mom, it was like she had just passed, and then all of a sudden she was here. And I ran up to her and I fell on the floor in front of her legs and I said, Mom, you've been gone for so long and I've missed you and I love you and I'm so glad you're back. And she was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, you left me. And I said, you've been gone so long. I haven't seen you in so long. And I was hugging her and I was hugging her legs and I was rubbing her hands. And she was like, Lenny, I'll never leave you. And then I woke up. Hi, San. Good to see you. Anyways, there's my story. So I think they come at different, you know, you get them, at least for me, they, dreaming has always been either a learning curve or something that just totally, y'all, I'm not lying to you. I'm going to tell you right now. I pray, if I can remember, almost every night, please don't let me dream. Because my dreams are so, most of the time, my dreams are so terrifying to me. And they cause me to have asthma attacks and other weird stuff while I'm sleeping. And I'm always scared I won't wake up out of an asthma attack. And so, in fact, I've always told my husband, I said, I will die in my dreams. I know it. I mean, we all gotta die sometimes. I'm not just speaking that death on myself. I'm just saying that I know that that's how I'm gonna die. So every night that I remember it, I always pray, God, don't let me dream, because it's so intense. My siblings went to my dad's funeral in Pennsylvania. I found out my older sister, let me see, I can scroll it, trip from Hawaii was paid for by my mom while they left me out of the whole thing. Sean, that breaks my heart for you, honey. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. It really just breaks my heart for you, and I'm so sorry about that. And I wish I could hug you and make it all better, and I pray that someday the questions that you have about it will be answered. 'Cause that's terrible. It's terrible. If they could see here, yeah. Yeah, we'd be crying and they would be crying, and the Bible says there is no tears in heaven. So I don't believe they watch us either. I don't dream much, but when I do, it seems like warnings or things that may happen and often do or close to it. I don't dream about those things, but I do get, when it comes to my kids, I get feelings. I get these weird, creepy ass feelings. And it's been proven time and time again, to the point of I'm so scared to call the person that I'm thinking about that I have beefcake do it, and usually something's going on. I'm so in tune with them. You know what, Angel? I don't know if that's just about being a mom or if that's about being a young mom. I don't know. I get that a lot in my walking life. Wow. Wow. But I honestly, I never wanted anything from them in life. So would I wanted anything from their death? I am proud. Everything I have is from my own handwork, hard work. Yeah. I mean, it's so hard for me to relate. I mean, I feel bad for y'all, you know, because I had the best mom, and y'all would have loved her and loved her mouth and everything about her. There, I don't, my mom was a lot like that too. You either loved her or hated her, and there wasn't many people that hated her. And she shot from the hip, and she was sassy, and she was mouthy, and she was a fighter, and she took no shit from anybody. Nobody. Not, I mean, her marriages, y'all, were so different than mine. My first one. My mom used to, the person who I thought to be my real father, my mom left him when I was 4. We moved to California from El Paso, Texas. And he used to come home drunk. And he was in the military. He used to come home drunk. And I don't remember this, but my sister, my older sister, who was 8 when we left, she has told me the stories before. And at first, he used to be drunk and come home, be mad at my mom for whatever, and hit my mom. My mom got tired of that shit, y'all. She'd pick up that cast iron skillet and she'd lay his ass out right there in the kitchen, turn off the lights, and go to bed. And he'd wake up the sweetest person. My sister and my mom told me that he was the nicest, sweetest, true gentleman person. Southern gentleman. He's from Savannah, Georgia. When he wasn't drinking, but when he was drinking, he was very, very mean. And my mom told him, I'm not going to be your punching bag. So every time you come home, I'm going to hit you on the head with this. And they just couldn't keep living like that. So they got divorced. But so when we all got married, my mother bought us a small cast iron skillet. I couldn't imagine doing that to someone unless they came in my house to hurt us. But But I'd fight you, that's for sure. But that's only been since I've gotten, not recently, because I've been married to Beefcake longer than I was my first marriage. So I don't understand how my mom was tough. She was a tough bitch. One of the things I can understand about myself and my family members is that my place as a black sheep from both sides of the family, including my siblings. There's got to be something there, Sean. You know, I have heard of this before. I mean, I don't know your backstory, and I don't need to know it, but I have heard about a child looking um, like their father or their mother. So say you're raised with your mother, that child looked like the father, and it reminded the mother of her relationship with the father, and so they just never got along. I've heard of that many, many times, like where children are abused because they look like their other parent. Have you guys heard that before? It's true. And I'm not saying that's the reason why, Sean, but I mean, it could just be anything like that. It could be that you look like, or you have the same mannerisms, or that you act like, your father or your mother. And that's happened so many times in families, whether they want to admit it or not. It's so true. Thank you, Kraken. I appreciate you. Jamie says, my son uses an ink pen to defend himself. Oh my God, that's so sad. I have that. Sounds so mean and unfair, though. Yes. Yeah. Just because it is so mean and so unfair. The child has done nothing. They didn't ask to come into this world. And yet they're literally hated because they look like, or sound like, or act like the ex. Yes, Bigfoot's son looks like him, and his ex treats him differently than his daughter looks like her. Yes, it happens. Sean says, out of the 6 of us, 4 of us were neglected because they played favorites with only 2 older siblings, which is my sister and brother still living. Wow. That happens too. It's very sad. It's very sad. Listen, parents don't understand. We aren't put on this earth to tear our kids apart. It pisses me off. I've seen it time and time again. We aren't put on this earth to listen to our kids badmouth each other and be pissed off. And for me, I always play devil's advocate. Now, all my kids are grown. They're all adults now. But even when they were teenagers and they come to me, Mom, this one's doing that, this one's doing that, I would play devil's advocate, and then I would hear, you just like that one better than me. So I just started agreeing with them. Like, yeah, I like that one better than you. That's why. But then after they became like adults, I was like, look, don't tell me when you people are having problems. You're all my children. And the first thing as a mom that I do is try to make you see the other side. Not that I agree with that, with your sibling, maybe, but I just want you to see that you are 2 different people. You're going to understand it differently, see it differently. You've got different feelings. You're picking up on different things. That's what I'm supposed to do as a mom. There's too many parents out there that are listening to one kid talk about the other kid, and they're going, yeah, they're shits. Can't believe they did that to you. And then they go to that kid, and they're starting trouble with that. They're tearing their kids apart. No. If your children are adults, step out of their situations. Walk away. Walk away. Tell them they're not allowed to bring you into their problems. They're grown. Fix it themselves or don't, because they're not allowed to talk to about your children. My thing just fell off. Son of a biscuit eater. And you know what? It worked. My kids don't call me and talk about that shit. Because they're my kids too. I'm not dealing with it. So that one didn't stick up there good. I have to find something else. I don't understand. And to answer your question, Kraken, thank you for asking. I won't cover. God, hold on, I got dizzy again. No, hi, April. Oh, my house is trashed, April. So trashed. I've been putting away, all of my spring and summer and trying to bring out fall a little bit. I don't feel, comfortable covering cases like other people do. I don't think I'm that good at it, and I don't want to not do good justice to it, if that makes any sense. So unless everybody's passionate about one that I have followed from the beginning, like I don't want to just jump in, right? Like I didn't know nothing about, y'all forgive me, but I really didn't know anything about Summer Wells until I got on YouTube a year and a half ago. I didn't know nothing about Summer Wells. So who am I to talk about Summer Wells? You know what I mean? People like that just jump into cases halfway through, haven't been, they bring up shit that you've already, figured out is true or not true, because they're jumping in midway through and they've made a decision, about the case. And I just think it's shitty. I think if we're interested in something and I've watched it from the beginning, and kind of kept up with it, then yeah, I wouldn't mind covering it, but there's no way, like the Sebastian, there's no way I would jump into those cases. I just honestly did not watch them from the beginning, and I could not do the family justice. Not that any of us do any families justice covering their sadness and their grief and all of that, but I would I if I do something, I want to do it where I wouldn't be embarrassed if any of the family members saw what I did. You know what I mean? And I damn sure, I'm a monetized channel, but I hardly monetize anything. I don't think you really make any money, but I definitely would not, absolutely not monetize anything. Any kind of cases like that. I never did with the monster BK's case, and I didn't with Delphi. But if it's something we're all interested in and we all figure it out at the beginning, like, have you heard of this case? And then we all dive into it, I'd be happy to do it. But it's a lot of work. I need to guard myself from a lot of the crime stuff. As I am getting older, I am finding myself being affected. See, I'm finding myself being less affected. That's what scares me. But I've always been hard to stuff like that. I don't know why. The Jason Spicer case is sad. I've never heard that before. Thank you, Lulu. I wasn't even going to mention it. Sean says, I'm your only monetization. Pretty much. I think Maggie's working on something for the channel right now. If you guys don't know, Maggie's my co-host. She is from England, just for those that don't know. We love her here, and if you don't love her, I'm going to beat the hell out of you, because you have to love Maggie, but you will love her. I don't even have to do, everybody loves Maggie. Never been anybody that didn't love Maggie. She's working on something for the channel, so we were going over mods. We were going over members, and I think we've only got 6 or 8 members right now. But it's okay. I mean, whatever helps. I'll put it towards StreamYard so we can do this. April, yeah, everybody. Sean, you shut the hell up. You don't say that. You could say you love her, but you don't say she's hot. Someone reach over and slap the hell out of Sean. Sean, you're my man. Maggie's got enough for her own. Ugh. Hurt my feelings. No, Maggie is the best. Like, everybody needs a Maggie in their life. Oh, April, you're sweet. I love you too. The Lori Vallow case fascinated me, but when those kids were found, it blew me away. So evil. Yeah. That was terrible. And how she just, and I don't want to jump on bandwagons, right? I mean, everybody was covering. I mean, nobody jumped on the Idaho 4 case until after it was a case, right? Until we were going to trial. That's when everybody jumped on it. And they didn't follow it. And it was pissing me off because they were putting out stuff that had already been debunked. They were putting out shit that wasn't true because they hadn't followed the case from the beginning. And it was pissing me off. My God. But Lori Vallow, I just want to kick that dumb bitch in the head. I listened to Nate Eaton. Do you guys know who Nate Eaton is? He is Idaho. His channel, Idaho News or something like that. Anyways, he interviewed Lori, and I watched it, or I listened to it on one of my drives. And oh my God, that woman, when he was asking her about her children and stuff, yeah, he's Mormon. That's right. That's right. And she asked, they were talking about their Mormon faith in that. And I mean, this woman definitely has to have demons inside her, because she's still, when he was interviewing her, she was still like making excuses, like what was done to her children was the right thing to have done. I'm like, oh my God, how does that how do you come to how can anything come from your body and you're okay, not only okay with their life being taken from them, but you're to be involved in it because you think them to be how can you look at your child and think you're a demon? Oh my God, that woman she's so crazy. She's so demonic, you guys. And all that stupid court shit that she was doing when she represented herself, I don't know how that judge put up with that shit. I think I would have quit my job. I would have just walked, I would have been like, I cannot deal with that thing over there. Like I mean, she's too fry short a Happy Meal, I'm telling you. They left the mainland to hide in places on Kauai, Hawaii, Kauai, I'm not saying that right. Kauai. Do you believe she really believes all that zombie stuff, or just evil, or wanted them gone? I think she believes the zombie stuff, April. I hate to say it, but I really do, because people do believe in that stuff, right? Good night, Kraken. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day at work tomorrow. Much love to you, love. You're welcome back anytime. Anytime. Lulu said sometimes absolutely something absolutely happened with her. She was once a very good wife and mother, then she met Chad, and they just went to hell. Literally, her poor son, Colby, had recent strokes from stress. Yes, I think. I think she's possessed. I just do. I think she's possessed by demons, and I think she really believes it because it's because of the demons that have taken over her heart and her. I mean, the Bible says we're going to be deceived. And sometimes we talked about this before. We've talked about this before. Somebody had asked about the Antichrist on the channel. And I told everybody that I believe that the Bible talks about many antichrists and many gods. And if you look across YouTube, not going to mention any names, there are antichrists on YouTube, okay? Be careful. And I believe listening to some of the shit that they put out and you get it into your heart and you get it into your head, it's easy to be deceived. And that's biblical, that in the end times, people will be deceived. And no matter if it's from worldly people, like YouTube creators, or from the one true Antichrist that eventually will walk the earth, or from these little demons that seriously can take over one's heart and mind and deceive you. I have heard some really demonic people on YouTube. We need to guard our hearts. Never trust a person. Trust the Creator in His book. That's right. That's right. Hey, rapper. Oh, how many rappers do we have now? Oh. So we have 2 rappers now. Okay. That's nice. And now they're both going to act like each other. I don't really care. Just don't be ugly. Don't say nothing ugly. The rapper wars occur, it seems. Yeah. Well, at least we don't have the Peggy wars occurring, yeah. At least we don't have the Peggy wars going on right now, just the rapper wars. Sean says, anchor burial at sea means when you put an anchor wrapped around someone's feet and let them sink into the deep abyss where the sharks are. Wow. That'd be interesting to look into, too. All right, you know what, you guys? I am getting tired, and I need to clean my kitchen. There's Peggy. Peggy, are you the right Peggy? Are you the real Peggy? Because I think I'm the real Leanie. I'm not Jeff right now. I'm not anybody else I've been accused of being right now. I think I'm just Leanie. Is this the real Peggy? If you are, hi, Pegs. I hated Lori being able to have her say in that interview. That's exactly right. That's exactly right, Jeffrey. Oh, I know. Y'all are really not Jeff. Well, no, I'm just going to say I am. Because it doesn't matter if you say you are or you aren't. People are going to believe anyways what they want to. So I'm not going to deny it or justify it. I don't care. Fake Peggy. Oh, I like the real Peggy. Damn. Yeah, there has to be a thing, Lulu, that, if you murder somebody, especially children, Like she said in that interview, y'all, that she's working on her second book. She, how the heck, what? Now, I didn't watch her trial. I'm going to be honest with you. I couldn't stand to see her. I couldn't stand to see her lying face. I couldn't stand to see the lies coming from her mouth. Her delusional, just fake, just demonic stuff that was happening. She said she hasn't, it's supposed to be released this fall or something, April. Hi, Evil Peggy. Oh, gosh. So now we got the rapper wars, the Peggy wars. I'm going to go soon. Yeah, one of them is supposed to be believed, I'm sorry. One of them is supposed to be released in the fall, she said, and she's working on the other one. Now, I didn't watch her trial, so I don't know if she owes restitution to anybody. So she writes a book, then let her write a book, and then, all that money to go to restitution. But if she doesn't owe restitution to anybody, fuck her and her book. Hi, Bayside. Because remember, like when OJ wrote that book, If I Did It, right? And then Ron Goldman's father and his sister went on all the circuit and they went around and they were talking to like anybody that would interview him. She was there with it, or both of them were there with it, saying, don't buy the book, don't buy the book, you shouldn't be able to write the book, blah, blah, blah. And then when they realized that, or when they were told, listen, you want him to write the book because you're getting he owes you money and you're getting the proceeds from it. I mean, then they had to do the circuit all over again and say, wait a second. Yeah, everybody buy this book. Everybody buy the book. Who knows? Lulu says, I'm sort of glad she got life and not the death penalty. I am glad she will age and get wrinkly and grayer every day, conceited bitch, little bitch. Kraken says, it's pretty clear that you are not Jeffrey Leaney. We all know that Jeffrey is Lionel. I honestly don't know who it is. I'm not going to lie. If I knew who it was, I would just say, I know who it was, but I'm not saying. I don't even think. I've tried to think, and then I was just like, I don't care. But I've tried to think who it is. I've asked a couple people that were close to me, all my mods. Of course, I've asked my mods if it was them. And I believe them when they tell me that it's not. But I'm trying to think if I knew any of the troll accounts or whatever. If I knew them, I would just say, I'm not answering that question. And then you would know I know them. I wouldn't lie about it. I would like him to, if and when Jeffrey ever gets out there and decides to do his channel or do a live or whatever, I hope to God he gives me the interview, because I want to know when he came about, why he came about, what, why he feels the need to defend me, which I'm not saying I don't appreciate. I don't need it. I don't need defending at all. I can defend myself. I choose not to unless I'm pushed to it. Because people just gonna believe what they want to believe. Who cares? No one cares. So, but I do have a lot of questions because he has said that he's been around a long time, that he was even in Dolly Vision. That means he was around longer before I was, y'all. He's been here longer than I've been here. I came to YouTube. I found YouTube when what's her name went missing out in what's her name? I can't think because I'm getting tired. what's her name out there? Gabby Petito. When Gabby Petito went missing, I was following that, right? And then I would come home from work every day and I'd be like trying to find stuff on Gabby Petito. We were talking in our family chat about it. And I was, every day I'd ask for updates and stuff like that. And then I would get so pissed when nothing would be coming out. And my kids are the one that told me, Mom, go on YouTube. You can find a lot of stuff on. And I was like, I thought YouTube was for music. I said, I am on YouTube. I have music. And hi Riley, love you too, I think. And they were like, no, you won't, just type in Gabby Petito. That's how I found it. I found true crime. I was like, oh my God, I'm in heaven. And then I realized it's not really true crime. It's just everybody bashing, starting out true crime, starting out talking about somebody, but ending up bashing people. I was like, I got to get the hell out of this too. And then I ended up over on Dolly Vision, saw it that one night where he was doing Turtle Island, couldn't understand what the hell was happening there. And then I just kept scrolling. Then I found PCT, and I listened to PCT for about a month before I ever said anything in chat. And I think I loved her laugh. Her laugh sounded like a little mouse, so squeaky and cute. Anyways, and then I got the nerve to say hi in chat, and then the rest is history. So, what did I find about what Tommy T-Bone Davis? My brother didn't take my dad's house to probate and made me lose it, and he kept all my dad's ashes. Hi, Car. Watch the Chris Watts. See, that was before I ever came to YouTube, you guys. The only thing I knew about the Chris Watts thing was exactly what I had seen on the news and stuff, because I didn't know about YouTube. I wished I had, because all I had was what I was following. So, but the Chris Watts thing didn't come over, our family chat. The only reason I talked to them about Gabby Petito is because one of my kids brought it up. And I was like, oh my God, you're watching this too? You're paying attention too? And then it all went down from there. So, PCT is cute. There are certainly worse people in the world than her. She's just not everyone's cup of tea, though. I don't believe she warrants anything negatively. Yeah, exactly. I follow a lot of true crime. I take everything in, I try to, so I have an addictive personality, very addictive. And I have to really limit myself. I could get caught up on YouTube. I could get caught up in anything, right? I could get caught. I mean, I've been addicted to walking before, people, okay? I've been addicted to planting flowers, like where I just kept, I just have an addictive personality. It's terrible. But because I know that about myself, I limit myself from stuff. So, I'm glad I didn't know about the Chris Watts case. I'm glad I found YouTube when I did, and I'm glad I'm able to, everything has a time or a place, and I get to it when I get to it. And number one thing for me is my family. And if I've got time left over after my family, then I'll do something like this. Lunch Lady says a lot of people watch true crime stuff. It's like when we were all younger and watching Unsolved Mystery. Oh, I loved Unsolved Mysteries. Robert Stack. Now we just have someone to talk to about it. Yeah, I'm addicted to true crime, Leanie. That's okay. You get that way too. Yeah. How do you start a live? Well, you got to have 50 subscribers. And once, I think it's 50. Once you start 50 subscribers, then you just hit the live button. I very rarely watch any lives except here. I don't know where a lot of people find the time and are so involved. Right, exactly. Lena, you encourage PCT to start dancing again. You're amazing. She should not care what people say. No, I'm glad she's dancing. It's very good for her, and it makes her happy. And I think we should all do what makes it. I really do think we should just do what makes us happy and screw everybody else. I really do. But you know, we're getting older, and I remember the days when I worried about what people thought about me. You know, how I dressed, how I talked. I wasn't a lady. I cussed too much. This or that. I'm white-headed. Any little thing. Shit. I'm gonna tell you, you hit somewhere around 50 years old, you're just like, deuces. Deuces, I don't fucking care anymore. I'm gonna be who I am. If you don't like it, walk away. If you do, be my friend. Because, y'all, I'm a good friend. I am a good friend. Sometimes. I try to be a good friend. I don't always get back to my friends like I should, but it's only because I have real life stuff going on. But I think I'm glad PCT's dancing. I'm glad she's doing what makes her happy over there. And I'm not saying I won't ever go back into there. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for right now, for myself, I have to back away. And to be honest with you, I just don't have time. You guys, I took today off from the hospital just because I thought I had to work. I didn't find out until as soon as I got up to get ready for work and texted my boss man to get addresses. And he called me right away and he's like, I got some good news and bad news. What do you want? He told me. So, but every day I'm traveling back. I mean, if you know, I don't want to put a lot out here about my family, but we've been going through hell for the last three months. And it's very soon coming to an end. And then I've got something else going on with another part of my family that just started up. So I just don't have time. But I do catch replays. I do. I'll sit here at nighttime with my babies, my dogs, and we catch replay. But I get so tired of the same shit. And if they're dishing the same shit, you guys, listen, I'm going to watch Katharine Hepburn, and I'm going to go watch Kirsten and York, and I'm going to hang out with my friends on YouTube that don't know that they're my friends, and meeting other channels that are doing homemaking and decorating and cleaning videos, and I love researching. So I'll sit here and research the hell out of things. I'm a researcher. I love to research, but I get, again, addicted to it. So shut up, lunch lady. They're not dorks. All right, maybe they are dorks, but I'm a dork. No, I'm not an RN. I was working in the healthcare field, and I'm not going to say to what capacity, because then you have people saying, Lainey's saying she was this, and Lainey's saying she was that, and I can't find any record of it. Fuck off. So I won't say what I've done or what qualifications I have. But I get addicted to research, like, oh, it's terrible. Go from one to the other, it's just terrible. Not Bork, Jorg. Kirsten and Jorg. I love them. Jamie, I know, girl. I know. I should, and for the most part, I don't have to worry about it because I don't go and I don't have time to go. But maybe one day things will slow down in my life and I'll have time to do more of the YouTube thing. But people do send me stuff, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Do y'all realize I am not that important? Do you realize that I am a boring person? Do y'all realize that? There's nothing interesting going on here, y'all. Nobody cares. RC, hello, Godfather. Um, I am a dork. I'm a freaking idiot. I'm boring. I'm I'm fucking funny though. Especially if you're drinking. Um, but I'm learning to be okay with me. I'm learning to be okay with me. My mom said I should read this book. I've never read it. Maybe you guys have. She used to tell me all the time because oh my God, I was so critical about myself for so long. And I still have that problem, but not as bad. I'm working on it. And my mother used to say, Blondie, you need to read the book. I'm okay, you're okay. Have you guys ever heard of that book? I'm okay, you're okay. Don't even know what it's freaking about. I guess it's about kind of like what it sounds like. But I wasn't a reader back then when she would always tell me, you're terrific. She's telling me this. Leanie, see, this is what my mother did. So my mom didn't really call me Leanie. My mom called me Blondie when I was in trouble, and she would call me Dolly when I wasn't in trouble. But when I wasn't in trouble, she'd say, Dolly, you're just a terrific person. You are terrific. Do you realize how terrific? That was my mom's word. You're terrific. And I'd be like, Mom, you have to say that. Because I'm going to be the one taking care of you in your old age. And I'd hate to put your ass into a home because you pissed me off. And she would laugh and she said, I don't have to say it. And she was right. Now I get it because, my kids are older now. And I always have to tell them, I'm not just saying this because I'm your mom. I really do think you're a great person. But Mom told me, she used to tell me, you're your worst enemy. Nobody sees you the way that you see yourself. Get your head screwed. That's what she'd tell me. Get your head screwed on straight. And she used to tell me, you're blundering through life. She used to tell me that too. And she always said, you need to read the book. You're okay, I'm okay. And I never did. Maybe one day I'll find the audio of it. My mama is terrific. Y'all would have loved her. My mama was a crazy woman. I come from a long line of big-breasted, crazy women. And we are not ashamed. We are not ashamed. I'm proud of them painted women I came from. My 4 painted ladies. Strong-ass women. That's where I came from. Strong-ass women. Didn't take no shit. No, you weren't. You were funny, sarcastic, and hilarious. I just like to tease you about the guy on the show. I know listen, you should see, Beefcake won't watch it, right? So if he walks past and Yorg is on the screen, Beefcake automatically just starts laughing. And I'm like, get the hell out. Because, y'all, he's got his own place to hang out in there. He don't need to be in here. And, so when he walks past me and he's laughing at my people, I'm just like, go away. Oh, y'all would have loved her. You would have loved Miss Emily. You would have loved her. In fact, Miss Emily's birthday is coming up on the 7th of September. And we're going to do a We Love Mama party where I don't want to just talk about Miss Emily. We're going to talk about your mamas too. Even if they're still here or they're gone. Every year on my birthday was 2 or 3 days ago, I don't remember, but every year on my birthday, I would bring my mother flowers every year. And I would thank her, because let's just face it, none of us women had to give birth if we didn't want to. It was a choice, right? And I thanked my mom, especially knowing now what I know. That my real father wasn't my real father. So birthdays suck for different reasons in my life, but I called my stepmom and I told her, I was struggling. That day was just a terrible day for me, because of everything that's going on. And then, I missed my mom and being able to take my mom her flowers. And I told my stepmom, I was like, I don't understand why we're getting presents. I know JB's birthday is the 7th. Yep. I was like, I don't understand why we kids get the presents on our birthday. Shouldn't we be celebrating our mothers? I mean, we didn't do anything to get here. Mama spit us out, right? Thank you. Yeah. My mom passed in 2011. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you still struggle? Maybe I shouldn't ask you that. A lot of people do. I still struggle. So not as bad as what I did. Actually, truthfully, honestly, this channel, my friends that I have made from this channel have helped me so much in the passing of my mom. My mom passed 5 years ago, and I was still so angry and so, I just can't tell you where I was emotionally with my mom when I started this channel. And oh man, everybody here just helped me, and they didn't even know. I couldn't even say, and my friends know this, I couldn't even say death or my mom died or death. I couldn't use those words. I would say my mom left. So when I first started the channel, everybody was like, where'd your mom go? But they helped me, and they helped me realize that the word death and dead doesn't make her any more dead. You know what I mean? It doesn't make her any less my mom or make it any more final than what it already is here on this earth. And it doesn't have to be such scary words. It's okay. And so I'm so grateful for that. Your dad passed away in 2024. Wow. Wow. I do. I'm going to butcher your name, and I'm sorry. Aaron Hoffman. I do have people around, especially people right here on this channel, truthfully, because my siblings and I cut everybody off, even my siblings, for a long time after my mom's death. It was terrible. I went through all the stages of grief, but I stayed in the mad stage. Like Hank Aaron. Oh, Aaron. Okay, I see it now. Nice. Wow, I've never seen the name spelled like that. I like it. I dig it. So I was still fighting a lot with myself, with the siblings, when I started my channel. And I'm telling you, so many people here helped me, and they had no clue. I didn't talk about it. I would interview people, and I was learning so much. Even though I was running the channel, I would have people up on panel, and I'd listen to their stories. And I was learning so much. And it was healing me, and nobody knew. It was a long time before I told people that oh man, it was so healing. I've come a long way, a long way. I'm not mad anymore. Still sad, but not every day. You know what I mean? I could laugh about my mom, joke about my mom. Now I can do all that, but I'm not angry anymore at all. At all. Yeah, Aaron, where are you from? Are you from the States? I'd like to know as well. You don't have to tell us what state if you don't want to. We're just curious. We've got people from all over. Lulu, Melly, Joe are both from Australia. And then we got that lunch lady. She's over in that weird state called West Virginia. Let me tell you something. We had to pump sunlight into lunch lady when she came down out of the holler, or came up out of the holler. We had to pump sunlight into her. Y'all, she was so far back into the woods. Whoo! We had to send her a lifeline and then pump some sunlight into her to get her going. I'm telling you. Shout out to your homie. We're probably not going to shout it out. Um, NYC, now living in Vienna. Wow! How did you move from NYC to Vienna? Oh God, we got to hear that story. We want to know all about that. You know, we got Anne's place, from Anne's place. She is South African and she moved to Turkey, married and moved to Turkey. I find that so fascinating. Oh my gosh, that's got to be a great story. I would love to hear it. And I would love to know if you still have your NYC accent. You're doing so well, Lainey. It just takes time and surely helps having people to talk to. Honestly, ones that aren't related, I think helps more. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I bet good strudel. Yeah, man. Oh my God, strudel sounds good. I got remarried at 49 to an Austrian. Oh, oh, you can still speak New York. That's my girl. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, we would love to hear your story. Right now, I'm not on StreamYard, but man, we would love to hear your story about that. How cool. Did you? And I want to know if you met on the internet. Is that how you met your Austrian? And does he look like Schwarzenegger and talk like Schwarzenegger? I'll be back. How interesting. It's 2 o'clock there. Tommy, where are you at? You have to be okay, so you're just one time zone away from me. Where are you at, Tommy? I'm in Indiana. And it's 3 o'clock here. Oh shit, I'm gonna be tired tomorrow. The only thing I know about Vienna is the sound of music. Love the sound of music. All right, I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to go have one more smoke with y'all. Then I've got to get my oh, and see, I got a low battery. My battery is low. That means I have to go. I'm going to have one more smoke with y'all. And then I'm shutting this thing down because I got to clean my kitchen and work tomorrow. You guys, is this thing still running? Are we still going? Sound of Music was in Salzburg, 4-hour drive from Vienna, the Alps side of Austria. Yeah, but they talked about Vienna like the dad went to Vienna for, uh, and the lady he was supposed to marry was from Vienna. Oh my God, my husband, my beefcake, went over to Austria this past summer. I mean, this past spring. Hi, the Engel family. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. It does sound magical. Makes me want shortbread cookies. For sure. I don't know why, but it does. TJ, hello. Good morning to you. Austria, Switzerland, and that speak Germany. I know when I stand up, I'm going to get dizzy. I don't want to. Germany, Austria, and Switzerland all speak German. All right, one more cigarette and we're shutting this down because I got low battery anyways. Come out here to my filthy porch. Yo, I can't see chat right now. It's too close to my face. I'll pull it down a little bit. I'm okay, TJ. Thank you for asking. Yeah, cleaning. I was supposed to clean the kitchen whenever I went live because I'm using this new fandangled thing around my neck that's holding my phone so you guys just see everything that I'm seeing. But I got into talking to everybody. In the movie, they contrast the Salzburg people with the fancy folk getting Vienna. Ah, I understand. Yeah, the Salzburg people, those people were like living in the country, right? Is that right? The younger local people speak English. Lunchy, are you talking about out here? All the crickets that are out here and frogs, the frogs and the crickets. Everybody goes on vacation to the cool mountains now in the summertime. Sound exactly the same in Iowa and Indiana. The sun will be coming up soon. They'll start going back to sleep. Have you guys noticed the caterpillars out? Yo, I've had caterpillars everywhere. I mean, everywhere. And I didn't know this. I didn't know this was a season for caterpillars. Yeah, crickets and frog. I can hear frog out there. Crickets and what do you call those things that scrape their front paws together and make that sound? Grasshoppers. And this will go away, and then you'll just start hearing the birds waking up. Yep, that's right. That's right. That's right. Wild Angel, the birds will be waking up soon, shutting these ones down. I got seagulls and magpies, not good early mornings. Oh, I would love those, but I know why you guys don't. I get why you guys... I didn't understand it until you guys all told me about them. I've got a seagull. I mean, not a seagull. I've got a hummingbird that is, I don't even feed them. I didn't put out my hummingbird stuff. I didn't do anything. I didn't do the hot tub this summer. I haven't done anything to the back porch. We just keep the yards up. We don't have time for that mess. But there's a hummingbird always. I've got some pictures. I'll post it. That I took of the hummingbird out here in the back porch. And it's a screened in back porch. But I left the door off because when they brought in the hot tub last year for my birthday, I got it. When they brought in the hot tub, we had to take the door part off over there. And I was just like, just leave it because when we move, we're just going to have to take it off again. So we took off the door. Oh, Wednesday. Wednesday. Come on. You coming home? Come here. Wednesday. Anyways, I forgot what I was saying about that. Oh, that little hummingbird comes in here. I've got pictures of it. I'll put a post up about it. Oh, cicadas gross me out so bad. I can't stand them. They freak me out. When they leave their skin. Oh, looks like little dinosaur bugs. I'm in Indiana. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys so much being here. Appreciate you hanging out with me. I think this thing on my chest works just fine. I don't know. Sometime this weekend, we're gonna go do a live, unboxing all of my fall Halloween stuff like that, and start decorating this place, getting it cleaned back up, and I hope you guys will come along for that. I hope you've got your bells turned on so I could ring them, because there's nothing more that I like to do than to ring people's bells. So make sure you click that bell button so you know when we've gone live. If there is a cute little English lady on the channel, she is my co-host. That is Maggie from the UK. And sometimes she does a live even without me, or plays bingo on Mondays or Wednesdays, something like that. So you guys make sure your bells are rung and come hang out with us again sometime. We would love it. And when things settle down, when it gets closer into the fall, we'll be doing more lives more recently, because hopefully my life is going to settle down. I feel like I've been saying that for a year. My life's going to settle down. I think I should quit saying that, and then maybe it'll happen. But thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys have a good day tomorrow or today, wherever you're at. Have a good one. If you can't be good at it. And if you can't be good at it, y'all turn on them cameras and get me some video, because we need some content up in here. All right? Love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you to the new subscribers. I appreciate you so much. Thank you to the mods who hold this chat down like no other. They don't put up with shit. Don't start no shit here. There won't be no shit here, because the mods will take you out, and I'm thankful for that. And especially thank you to the channel members who help us pay the bills around here. Love you guys. See you next time. Bye.